talk under that track.
Listen to the lyrics. It's the song for the network.
You should be waking up early, sleeping late, working hard to be really great, cause we all make mistakes, but never running unfinished race. Ignore distractions, focus on the actions and get you to that winning place.
You don't have questions? You don't have questions for them?
Life is like spinning.
You and I will share this mic. Yeah? Let me show you.
You can't do it every night. These are the educational songs. How many musicians are doing that?
I want the drivers today. It goes Radio 101.
I'm used to be the one combining the questions. Not being asking them. I'm in the spot today.
Master mix.
You're wasting time, time sucks. Don't spend your life chasing shiny stuff. Real life is what shines the best.
I think I shot and there was a song that played.
Oh shit.
But you can still yeah, I've got access to Facebook, but not streaming. Is it? Can I go live? You posted something that always Facebook policies from internet from using this feature.
Don't look down when you're coming up. Only look down when you're home.
Okay, then I have my number.
Zimbabwe. We were named after Zimbabwe rules. We are definitely naming after that. Thanks to politicians.
If you can't, I'll take it back.
A track produced by Oxland Beats and what's his name? Fred Pepper on vocals. Right, this is one of the tracks that's a child of the 1873 network. Right, we're back with the producers. Well, we'll call them the drivers now. Right, and also I'm with Mr. M. Good afternoon, Mr. M.
Good afternoon.
Right, so Mr. M, you've been doing the directing, capturing the moment. Now I'd like to bring you in, Mr. M. You listened to the two producers.
Yeah.
What's your take on what they've said already?
You see, the slogan does not define who you are. So when you say I'm 1873, FM radio, why 1873? And you are saying the 1873 FM, not just 1873. So it can't be your voice, because everybody has got a voice. But voice on what? What should your voice be on? You can't be on everything. So Emmanuel, what is the voice on? Or should be on? Or ought to be on? What should be the defining or the X factor?
Well, the X factor, in my view, is about bringing in literacy, bringing in awareness with a touch of an inclusive sense to each and everything that we are
But
trying.
would you switch on the lights on the street when it's daylight?
No, you don't.
So why would you want to bring light where there is no need for light?
No, but when he says light, it means there are people out there who are just walking in the dark. There are people out there who just lost hope in many things. So there are people out there who think, you know what, there's no meaning to life.
So are you saying you become the savior?
in a
You
nutshell,
are the Messiah.
no, not the Messiah to rescue, but at least what we do, we can find, someone, talking to somebody helps at times, just by the mere
No, but
talking
why
to them.
talk to somebody who doesn't want to talk to you?
No, it's not a matter of he doesn't want to talk, but the fact the person is in the dark, the person want to go.
But if I'm deaf, why talk to me?
No, but remember now, when you come, when I can see that you really need help, and you don't,
No, you
don't.
are now the doctor, and I'm the patient. But I've not visited you. Why would you go into the street and prescribe?
But you
Ask
see,
me.
what the person needs help.
But you want to be the unusual doctor who can go and pedestrian prescriptions. Huh? You look at me, you say I'm sick. Who told you I'm sick?
But you can see.
It's just, it could be my look. It's how I appear.
How I appear. So why would you set up a radio station to treat a disease that is not evident in the patient?
There's a saying that you'll not know where your help might come from. So maybe you speaking there, that person that you're talking out there, maybe there's something that is picking
So
up.
why not call yourself Salvation Army Radio?
Well,
But that's the reality of life.
No, the life is there's no reality.
No,
It's what you make it that becomes real. So why claim things that are not evident? And you're just human. Yeah. Why not just become human? Yeah? The people have their own minds, and you are now thinking on their behalf and calling it radio and calling it production.
Not in that essence. There's different aspects that came in through, when it comes to production. It's quite different angles.
So why have an 1873 tag line? Why 1873?
well, the
And
80s.
then you are already saying, I know what people think.
You know what people
I
are
know people are lost.
But that's
And
the
now I'm Savvy, I'm Pastor Dennis.
and that's the reality of life. We cannot
No, even
turn a blind
pastors
eye on
cannot
this.
preach at the shopping mall.
But at the end,
You'll be arrested.
Yeah.
causing confusion in public.
That's public violence.
Go to Dubai and do that.
So why are you so generous with your time that you would want to preach?
because you not know the help that you might impart in someone out there.
So are you chancing?
It's not a matter of chancing, but the fact that that's the reality. Hence, I'm saying that's the reality of life.
But imagine you are the creator of life and you didn't provide the means to live it. What kind of life would that be?
Hence, there need to be somebody who can help you, shape you in the right
So the
direction.
producer of life had to think
or this person might need
about
one to.
what life would be like after it's created. Otherwise, it would last 1 second without milk. So had to think what would be the features of a man, what would be the features of a woman. And in that provided life in it. And that's not just applicable for animals. I mean for human beings. All animals have the same. So why would you give these powers to one and not the other? If you are the producer.
But remember now, we have series of kind of like programming. So we try to accommodate.
No, you are the creator.
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine, Dennis, you go to battle and you go to the trench and you see the general holding an AK rifle. What would you think?
But besides that, we taking the reality of life here.
No,
But
you are a general and
In the
you
army.
found yourself in the trench. What would you say to that general?
Well, it's a tough one, but
You are the general.
now you are gearing yourself to go
Yeah.
to battle.
Now I find you in the trench. What would I say? Okay. can help you.
What will you say?
I'll say the battle is lost.
But how is it lost before it could even begin?
Because the general has to fight the battle before it's fought.
Oh.
Otherwise, you risk your lives
Mm.
because you have not planned it.
Mhm.
If there's no enemy,
Mm.
would you tell the soldiers to go to battle?
Mhm.
Hmm?
Mhm.
But you have to anticipate this enemy.
It's called the unforeseens.
Who is your enemy? He's a listener.
Mm.
He's not your friend
Mhm.
because he wants quality.
Mm.
And he's saying, why should I tune here
Mm.
instead of elsewhere? Because I don't have time
Mm.
to switch on everywhere.
Yes.
So I have to give up Kaya, FM, whatever, 2000,
Mm.
YFM. I have to give up.
Mm.
So if I have to give up something, give me the reason to give up.
Mm.
What is that reason? So if you are the general, you have to think about it
Mm.
because you know you're going to go into battle. This is a microphone, is a gun.
Mm.
It's a powerful gun.
Mm.
What you say on it and it's recorded, it won't go away. You can't reverse it
Mm.
and say I wasn't in the studio
Mm.
at 15:58 on this day.
Mm.
It means it's you
Mm.
who is in the studio. So why is Dennis in the studio unless we're now trying to discover why are we in battle when we're already in battle?
Mm.
Because when you start something, you don't have to tell the public that you are radio.
Mm.
The moment you tell them that you're the radio, they expect you to be radio. So what is it that I should give up and what for? And who is the general? So you find the general is holding a pistol and a handkerchief. Why? Either you shoot yourself, say I've betrayed my troops. You should never have been in battle because I didn't plan for it. Or you hold a handkerchief, white one, and say I surrender. But the enemy cannot ask you to surrender.
To surrender, yeah.
You have to see yourself that this battle
Just lost.
either it's too big or it's too small.
Mm.
If it's too big, then I have to be a giant. Because I have to be at the mountain top looking down and seeing everyone trying to climb up and calling himself radio.
Mm.
And why would I be the radio of choice among all these competing brands? So you see the problem.
Mm.
Yeah. So we are in this century defining what we should be and why call ourselves 1873, yeah, instead of another name. Hmm? So we have, fortunately, we have a new guest there, who is Heather.
Yes,
Heather,
yes, yes.
you were with conversing in a conversation with Fred. What were you talking about?
I actually spoke about a lot of things and not spoke as such. I was educated today.
Okay.
When I came here, I didn't quite understand what 1873 network was about. To me, it was a network just like any other networks around, only to be mind opened to a certain extent to what this platform is about. So, from my understanding, I think I'll repeat what the brother has said before, that 1873 is trying to, I don't know if educate is the right word to use, the public of borderless thinking. Yeah. And the world in itself, general, I'll speak of myself. Actually, when I introduced myself to Fred, I said, the first thing I said was, when you say talk about yourself, I said I'm an African. And Mr. M gave an example of a giraffe
In Brazil.
in Ghana.
All right.
Is it called a Ghanaian giraffe?